What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to We the Champs. Let's give a round of applause to the first two rounds of the NCAA March Madness tournament.
Woo!
So you guys already know we're about to hop into that. But first and foremost, I'm your host, Jalen. We got J-Bo co-hosting today, and this is We the Champs. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, hit that bell notification. Hey, let's talk some hoops. So we're down to the Sweet 16, Jay. Yeah, Sweet 16, big time. It's a good time, and it's time to make some predictions, make some parlays. But one thing I want to say, so I believe all the 1 seeds and all the 2 seeds are still sticking around right now.
That my co-host is correct.
Yeah. Yes. And so there's one thing I want to point out is adjusted efficiency with offense and defense. So there's a stat I read off week before last with Onk. Shout out Onk. It was his anniversary yesterday.
Happy anniversary, Onk.
Yes, sir. So all NCAA champions since the year 2000, not all, 90% of champions since the year 2000 have either been top 20 in the top 21 for offensive efficiency and top 31 for defensive efficiency. And there were 8 teams going into the tournament. And as far as the Sweet 16, do you know how many teams left out of those 8 that are still in the tournament? There's 7 left. The only one to fall off was Auburn. And that was my championship pick on here. But Creighton was my pick in my bracket. I know, bro. I should be ashamed. But then I kind of want to count North Carolina in there a little bit. Absolutely. Because they're actually number 25 in offensive efficiency. And they're number 5 in defensive efficiency. So it's like they're kind of borderline right in that mix. But anyways, I just want to put that out to say that out of all the teams left, one of those 7 teams is guaranteed to win this championship. But anyways, let's go into these predictions. Any surprises here that you seeing?
Not really, bro. This. I like the way it looks. I'm surprised Baylor got knocked off. Thought they would be. Thought they'd be in a running. That was about it for me.
Yeah, I took them in a parlay. Yeah, but I mean they fell to a worthy opponent. Let's take a look at this here. So we got Clemson and Arizona. Arizona is one of those top efficiency teams. This matchup, I definitely go with Clemson. No, not Clemson. I'm sorry. I'm going with Arizona in this one. That's because I don't know. I still don't know quite too much on Clemson, and it just feels right in this situation. What you got?
This is actually a tough one, man. I don't think Arizona's been battle tested yet, to be real.
Mm-hmm.
So they gotta come correct. They gotta come ready. I'm gonna take Arizona 2 over Clemson, but it ain't gonna be easy.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't gonna be easy. Clemson, they scrappy, they're talented. Yeah.
Okay. And then we also have a 5 seed, San Diego State versus not just a 1 seed, the 1 seed and the UConn Huskies. And this is actually a rematch of the championship game from last year. And UConn. Crazy. Oh, so Arizona's another one of those top efficiency teams, and of course UConn is as well. I like San Diego State, but I can't.
Can I interject real quick?
Go ahead.
When you say top efficiency, what do you mean?
So, like I said, the stat. So 90% of all the teams that won a championship since the year 2000 have been top 21 in offense and top 31 in defense, a combination of both.
Gotcha.
And I said out of all the top teams, North Carolina's number 5 in defensive efficiency. However, they're on the outside of the top 21 offense, sitting at number 25 in offensive efficiency from the college regular season.
So what you're saying is Arizona is
and my bad, the term is adjusted efficiency.
Okay, got you.
Mhm.
Got you. Okay, continue.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I mean, UConn's what we're seeing. They've got it all. Um, I don't see San Diego State hanging around too much in this game, especially after seeing the championship game last year. I feel like they'll definitely have that. Oh yeah, man, we whooped y'all boys, like what I'm saying. So I mean, what are the chances really San Diego State is like this is our time after last year when last year was really their time, or it could have been. And I like UConn in this matchup. However, like I said before, just due to history. I know it's not a big, strong stat, but due to history, I just don't see UConn repeating since the last championship teams to repeat were Florida in 06, 07. So definitely taking UConn in this matchup right here.
Same. UConn's just too buttoned up, man. They got everything, Jay. They can score in transition. They can score in the half court. They can score on inbound plays. They can play defense. They can shoot. They got a big guy down low. They got somebody slashing. They just you know what I'm saying?
They got it.
They just button up. They highly efficient. They just they remind me of a dare I say NBA team. They just button down, man.
Okay. Next up, we have number 4 Alabama versus number 1 Chapel Hill. Tar Heels. Tar
Oh man.
Heels. Let's go. Bama, strong team. The Texas A&M matchup was I just don't. I honestly don't think Bama has enough. They've been pretty weak defensively so far in this tournament. And North Carolina with Roy Williams, and now with the new head coach, defense is just foul, 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 foul. Defense is on, like I mentioned before. UNC is number 5 in adjusted defensive efficiency, and they have R.J. Davis, Armando Bacot. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. I know he has to get that joke with his name, but I'm definitely taking the Tar Heels right there. And I know they weren't my championship pick, and this is my team, guys. So I wasn't being biased, but I just hope they prove me wrong for the duration of this tournament.
Do I let my fandom take over here?
Hey man, go ahead and say what you said the other night. What was that last night?
Listen, man, this is actually what you said. Alabama got what it takes, but for some reason, man, I got this itch. It's like in my back, and I can't reach it, man. It's like something about this game is speaking to me, bro. I hope you're right. I hope the Tar Heels get the win. But I'm gonna go Bama, bro.
You going Bama?
I think Bama gonna knock them out, man. I just see them upset.
Blow the whistle.
I understand. I mean, the Tar Heels really thrive off defense and getting these transition buckets. I think they rely too heavily on this R.J. Davis thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they do have good complementary pieces.
They have great complementary pieces, but I think they go as far as R.J. Davis takes them, and there's only so much they can do. I don't know, man. I just got this feeling, Jay. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm gonna take Bama, bro.
You getting disgraceful.
I know. I'm disgusting, bro. And it's Alabama too.
I know, bro.
Dang. But basketball is not the same as football, man.
It's not.
It's different.
All right. So next up, we have number 3 Illinois and number 2 Iowa State.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. It's a pick'em matchup for me. I'm just gonna go Illinois to diversify the Elite 8 portfolio. Let's just have another 3 seed in that Elite 8 here. So I'm gonna take Illinois.
Yeah. This is like an overtime game to me. Iowa State, they be banging, man. I'm gonna go Illinois.
Illinois.
I think they're gonna edge them just a little bit. I think they're more talented, honestly.
Okay. Okay.
That's about all I can do for you. I think they're gonna get a little more of those athletic and ones, transition buckets. Just gonna go Illinois.
All right.
Won't be disappointed. Iowa State get it though.
Okay. Now here's another good, which I believe is a good matchup. NC State, an 11 seed versus number 2 Marquette. And like I said before, man, I was just so impressed with NC State in the ACC championship, taking out Duke and North Carolina convincingly. I know Onk said he felt like NC State was, not quite more desperate, but just more willing to claim the ACC title in that tournament. I've seen some good things from NC State. They had a close one with who did they play the other night? Was it wasn't Oakland, was it?
Oakland.
No, I'm tripping. Was it Oakland?
Mm-hmm.
No. Okay. All right, maybe. But anyways,
it was. I'm looking at it.
Oh, you looking at it? Okay, cool. Yeah, that game was leather tight. Yeah, so I'm definitely rocking with NC State in this one as an upset. Guys, played in your parlay. If you want a parlay enhancer, there you go. NC State over Marquette, money line. And I think so. Another pick for NC State. Another reason I'm picking them is to diversify that Elite Eight portfolio. If you're looking at all the seeds, you have NC State at number 11, and then the lowest seed on the rest of the bracket is the 6th seed and Clemson, which we got here. What you got, Jay?
Gonna go with Marquette here.
Marquette?
Yeah. NC State had a nice little run. They did their thing, but I think Marquette gonna be a little too much for them.
Okay. And this Marquette is another one of the top adjusted efficiency teams. Just putting that out there for you. Strong pick, good pick. So then we have number 5 Gonzaga versus number 1 Purdue. I feel like this is the most interesting matchup right here. So a lot of folks didn't have big expectations for Purdue. You mentioned Purdue in the basket and this tournament, everybody's just like,
we've seen them be number 1 a couple times and they don't get it done. You want me to take my pick here?
Go ahead.
Go for it. Oh, Lordy. I gotta go. I'm gonna go Purdue.
Purdue? Yeah.
I'm gonna go Purdue. I think this year, kind of like UConn, they look buttoned up. Like they can hit you in many different ways.
And the two teams they played, another thing I do like is just convincing wins, especially in the early rounds when you're blowing out teams, 20+ wins. That's another thing I like, and that's what Purdue's been doing.
They're supposed to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially against that competition. But Gonzaga, they're gonna be a good little test for them, a good little challenge. But Purdue gets out of this game, I think that will really help them deeper into this tournament.
Okay. I gotta go Gonzaga, man. I actually took this. Hey, it's another parlay pick for you guys, for sure. Or at least if not the money line, take that spread. I see this one being a close one. Yeah, Gonzaga. I've seen them recently. I just like how they're looking, and I like the tournament experience the team has. So I definitely take them right here. All right. Next up, we have number 4 Duke versus number 1 Houston.
Number one.
I'm going Duke here, man.
Oh,
what? I just haven't seen. I'm going doo-doo, the blue doo-doo. I just haven't seen enough from Houston here, and the way Duke lit up James Madison the other night, that's telling me this is a team hitting a stride at the correct time.
I gotta go Houston.
Houston
got some dogs over there, man. They got some dogs. The game with Texas A&M went down to the wire. They just dogs, man. They got athletic players everywhere. They got
they had that game. They had that game won. It took a 3-point buzzer beater to push it to overtime. Then they won convincingly in overtime.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. I don't think Duke. I think Duke's gonna get overwhelmed by these guys, the athleticism and just getting hit in many different ways. They got players who open up the court for them. They got sharpshooters. They got bigs who get dirty down low. I think Houston can. I think Houston can. Dare I say punk Duke? Dare I say punk Duke? I think they can punk Duke, man.
Okay. All right.
Especially Duke coming off a win against James Madison. Man, this is a different animal, Duke. This is different. Trust me. But we're gonna see though. I mean, I don't care who wins.
All right. Damn, you don't care? You don't want to see Duke die?
Not really. I ain't not too much of a anti-Duke guy.
I want to see him meet up with North Carolina. That's what I want to see. All right.
Man, you ain't tired of that story, bro.
I mean, but we're talking about it in North Carolina Duke matchup in the playoffs or in the tournament. That's classic right there. All right. Last matchup of the Sweet 16, we have number 3 Creighton versus number 2 Tennessee. Oh, to mention real quick, got to mention my adjusted efficiency ratings. Duke, Creighton, Purdue, and Houston are all a part of that group, the top adjusted efficiency ratings. Creighton and Tennessee. When I filled out my bracket, Creighton was my champion I picked. Maybe now I'm having second thoughts on them actually winning the championship. Maybe they go that far. Maybe they go to a Final Four team, but this is a team that I've seen play quite a bit over the years, like even before this wave of talent that they had go there. And I feel like, law of averages, a good big basketball school is going to have their time where they get far in the tournament. And I believe this is the year, especially with the maturity they have on that team, the bigs, the role players, the complementary pieces they have on Creighton. I like to see them. I think we're going to see Creighton go far here.
I'm a piggyback. Feeling Creighton. That last game, that was quite battle tested. I think with Oregon. That also went OT. I watched that game. That was like midnight. It was crazy. It was crazy. Like I was like, wow. Like everybody wants to advance here, but the way they won that game, I think that's going to help them against Tennessee. I think they're going to pull it out, kind of like how Clemson pulled it up against Baylor. We're going to see though. We're going to see, man. We're going to see.
That's who Baylor lost
hard
to.
make.
Go ahead, bro. My bad.
Baylor lost to Clemson.
I know. I had that game in the parlay, bro. I'm thinking, Baylor's not going to lose.
They lost.
Damn sure did.
Mm-hmm. Should have known that though. Baylor lost a couple close games. They lost against Iowa State before the tournament started. In the game I thought they should have won. I mean, I know Iowa State's good, but Creighton, Tennessee is still going to be a good game.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So out of all these games, the best games.
Be wrong as hell though.
Out of all these games, I feel like the best games will be that Creighton Tennessee matchup and the Gonzaga and Purdue matchup.
Really?
Maybe in the Illinois Iowa State.
I think UNC and Alabama's gonna be good. I
just see Bama having a tough time scoring in that one. That's why I don't think it'll be. I think it'll be an arm's length game for UNC.
Hope you're right.
To keep running. Me too.
You got on that blue.
Yes, sir. Rocking that Carolina blue.
Going crazy.
All right. That wraps up this segment of NCAA March Madness. All right. Everybody stop. Everybody get on the floor now. Stop all this shit. All right. Let's move on. Sir. Okay, man.